It's About Time with Rashawn's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to the About Time Boxing family and my Trill 100 Mil gang? Again, I always want to, say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel, who's been taking out the time to watch the videos and leave the comments. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Pass the word about Rashawn's About Time Boxing and become part of the About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang. July 26, Saturday, July 26, 2021, Javonte Tank Davis took on Mario Barrios at 140 pounds. Now, everybody probably saying, man, that fight happened. Why are you taking so long to respond, or why you just responding? Because I like to let everybody get their stuff out. And I like to take my time. And then, because in that way you get to hear what everybody is saying. Everybody's saying Tank ran from 130. He ran from 135. He was scared to fight this person at 130, scared to fight this person at 135. That's why he went to 140 to take on Mario Barrios. A lot of people say, oh, Barrios is too big, he's too strong. And not as far as Barrios go, but as far as like certain people at 130 and maybe 135, I'll admit I was a skeptic at one point. I mean, not like crazy to the point, where I criticize Tank's, his ability, because he don't get credit for being a good boxer. And a lot of people don't know Gervanta Davis is a good boxer, though he does not get credit for his boxing skill. But Tank is really a good boxer. But moving up to 130, because his fight against Santa Cruz was at 130. So going up 10 pounds, 2 weight classes, going up to 140, a junior welterweight, to fight Barrios, it was a big step up. But again, I always say that fighters who dare to be great are going to take big risks. Now, a lot of people didn't think that Tank was taking a big risk. They figured, oh, he going up to 140 because he didn't want to fight this person at 130. Or he didn't want to fight this person at 135. Or he was running from these people over here. He was, But no. He's listening to his team. He's daring to be great. And going up to 140 to fight a much taller, because even Tank, by his own admission, said he didn't know that Mario Barrios was as big as he was, as tall as he was. But I'm going to tell you something. I saw the fight, and in that fight, see, a lot of people were saying how he was behind on the scorecards, and Floyd told him he was losing, and that's when he stepped up and knocked Barrios out. But I saw the fight a completely different way. What I saw in the fight, I saw a patient Gervonta Davis who was taking his time, picking his shots, and landing the right punches. Even though Barrios, was getting some stuff in, but Barrios never really got a chance to like really, get off in the fight. And that right there, in my opinion, is a credit to Tank's skill level, how he actually raised and elevated his skill level and raised his game for this, for that particular fight on June 26th, on that night. Tank showed me something in that fight. So I'm saying, yes, Gervonta Davis is definitely on the pound for pound list. And in my opinion, his last 2 fights was better than Canelo's last 3 fights. Way much. And now he got, and I told everybody, everybody that I spoke to, I told them that this Barrios Davis fight had the potential to, to be fight of the year. And it does. The Santa Cruz fight had the potential to be knockout of the year. And it did. Everybody was saying, that might be candidate for knockout of the year. And his stoppage, now, listen, I don't want anybody to misconstrue or misunderstand anything that I'm saying, because this is in no way, shape, or form to discredit Mario Barrios. I like Mario Barrios, and I think that he's a really good fighter. And he will be champion again. He will be champion again in that division. Or, I don't see it at 147. I mean, he's big enough to go to 47. But there's a lot of competition at 147, and we all know that. But if he chooses to stay at 140, I believe that he can get another belt at 140. He can get another belt. But Gervonta Davis showed me that he has the will and the skill, the talent. He has all the tools. And he has what it takes to be great. And I know some of y'all may still disagree. Some of y'all may still think he hasn't really been tested. But guess what? A lot of people thought he hasn't been tested up until he fought Santa Cruz. Everybody thought Leo was going to give him something. Oh, he can't handle the pressure. Leo going to step to him. He's going to put the pressure on him. And when he knocked out Leo, everybody said, oh, he was too big for Santa Cruz. Look at how short Tank is. And now, he stopped Barrios. Now people are saying Barrios really wasn't in Tank's league. Now everybody's saying that. No, I don't. I disagree. He was very much in Tank's league. Barrios was a champion. And up until he fought Tank, displayed good skill, good talent, good power. But see, a lot of people thought that it was his power that was going to carry him through this fight. Everybody thought it was his power and his size. That's what everybody kept looking at. Nobody was really focusing on skill level. And see, this is the thing about how I talk about how the styles make fights and how the styles do and don't translate with each other in the ring. But then you got to look at skill set and skill level. All that stuff is factored in with all that. And again, and because a lot of people gave Barrio the advantage in that fight, because a lot of people wasn't giving Tank credit for being a good boxer. But a good boxer, especially one that dares to be great, you're going to be patient. You're not going to do nothing foolish. You're not going to jump out there reckless. You're going to take your time, pick your shots, place your shots properly. And then you're going to do, and then when the opportunity presents itself, you're going to move in for the kill. Isn't that what Tank did? He didn't seem to be concerned about being behind on the scorecards. He was walking towards Barrios and moving as if like, listen, I know at some point I'm gonna catch him. And listen, and granted, I know, like, no matter how strong you are, and no matter what your knockout ratio percentage is, sometimes you're not gonna be able to knock everybody out. But if you got somebody that's in there with you that has the perfect style, that translate with your style, you can have, I can make for, a night of great fireworks. Barrios had a style that translated for Tank. And again, I don't want nobody to misunderstand what I'm saying. I am in no way, shape, or form taking anything away from Mario Barrios. I'm not discrediting him. I'm not taking anything away from him. Like I said, I like Barrios. He's a good fighter. He has the potential to keep getting better. And I believe that he will be a champion again if he chooses to stay at 140. I believe he will be a champion again. Tank is just conquering different, waves. He said he may go back down to 130. Say, maybe 135. But one thing you got to be careful about, even with that jumping up and down in weight can be hazardous to your health. So you got to be careful. And you don't want to do that stuff like that to where people start making accusations, because there's already people saying, oh, the little guy on something. Now he got to be on steroids because he stopped somebody at 140 and his last fight was at 130. But he fought at 130 and 35 and all that stuff. But now he's stopping somebody at 140. He got to be on something now. No, this right here is just all part of his story. And his team is doing a great job with him. And he's willing to take the risk to dare to be great. Now, if you ask my personal opinion about should he go up to 147, no. I think those guys are too big for him at 147. And I know a lot of people said that Barrios was too big for him, but it's a difference. Trust me, it's a difference, because some of them guys at 47, the night of the fight, them guys can rehydrate 155, 158, 160, I just think that those guys would just be way too big for him. Because honestly, I think Adrian Broner made the same mistake. Broner should have stayed at 140. But when you start chasing, the money and all that stuff like that, you make some bad decisions. History has shown that. Chad Dawson did. He wanted to come down to fight Andre Ward. And no disrespect to Ward, but Ward ain't really had no power like that, but he was able to stop Chad Dawson. Because Chad Dawson starched his body, trained himself out just to make the weight. So, I mean, like I said again, congratulations to Tank. I know my video is probably a little late, but like I said, I wanted to take my time and let everybody else get their point of views and different things like that out there about what they thought about the fight. But like I said, Tank showed me that that he has what it takes to to be great. He should definitely be mentioned in that pound for pound list. Yes, he should. Some people still feel like he need to be tested a little more. Me personally, I think he's passed that test. And with every great fight comes a great victory. And with every greater fight comes a greater victory. And I just see greater victories for Tank to come in the future. But I do think that his team will keep picking what they feel is the right fights for him in order for him to keep moving, in the way and the motion that he's moving. So everything can keep clicking on all cylinders. But so let me know what y'all think about the Tank Barrios fight. I thought it was a good fight. I didn't feel like that Tank was really behind. I gave Barrios a few rounds, but I just felt like more than anything that Tank was taking his time and being patient. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think he was being patient? Do y'all feel like he had to get the knockout? Had the fight won 12 rounds? Who y'all would have gave the fight? Who y'all thought would have won the fight had it won 12 rounds? Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and leave the comments and let me know what y'all think. Rashawn's About Time Boxing and the Trill 100 Mil Gang. We out.